Hey, it's your girl Precious Williams, and y'all already know the International Woman of Mystery is here. I'm not going to tell you where I am just yet, but I want to have a conversation about build it and they will come. So how many of us as entrepreneurs, we started a business, we thought we had everything together, we thought everything would work out, we got great coaching, we went to the right programs, and yet things didn't just happen. You built it. You built the product or service. You built it. And you might have got some early traction. And yet things fell apart. You couldn't control what happened in the economy. You couldn't control what happened that the war started. You couldn't control certain things happening that's making people hold on to their budgets. The clients that you wanted may not have worked out. Contracts that should have been signed have still never been signed. So build it and they will come. True or false? For those of you who don't know me, my name is Precious Williams. I'm the killer pitch master and the proud founder and CEO of the Perfect Pitch Group. And right now, I'm coming to you live from Nashville, Tennessee. I have never been to Nashville. In all my travels, I've never been to Nashville, Tennessee. Got off the plane, got to my hotel, and I am I'm booked and hired to be the keynote for the More Than Just Great Dancing member rally happening tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow in Nashville, Tennessee. What does that mean? Precious, how are you working with dance studio owners? How are you working with communities and groups? How did that happen? Well, let me tell you about when you build it and they don't come. Let me talk about what happens when things go all the way left. And yes, y'all see me, I'm in front of milk and honey because I'm about to get that breakfast on. You heard me. So I went from people knowing I had a talent, falling on my face, not being wanted, being too much, too loud, too all of these sort of things. And you know what changed? Can I tell you what honestly changed? Is the world caught up. So years ago, I was told I didn't quite fit in as a speaker. I'm 31 years in this game. 31. I started at 16 years old speaking to politicians in St. Louis, Missouri. At 47, I have great clients like Verizon and, More Than Just Great Dancing and Blackstone and National Urban League and EO and all of them. But it didn't happen overnight. I'm 10 years into being a success story. 10 years into being an overnight success after I fell. So I've been watching these videos from entrepreneurs who are talking about how tough it is because social media doesn't tell the truth. You're seeing the ones that everything looks popping. The last time I checked, I'm not 15 years old. The last time I checked, I'm not 20 years old. The last time I checked, when I started in this journey, social media wasn't the biggest thing. And so as a speaker, as a host, as an MC, time caught up with me. I can't tell you the contract that did not get signed. I can't tell you about the times people said that they were going to move forward with something and they didn't. And the times I sat in my apartment wondering if it would ever happen. I can't tell you the people who showed up for me anyway, who reminded me that was just a test to see if these kind of contracts are coming, what makes you think it's coming more? Shout out to Ruchi Penninger from Watch Her Prosper, and also Savvy Ladies board member. So what changed? Because it wasn't an overnight success. I built things, and some things worked and some things didn't, but that's the nature of entrepreneurship. And I don't know where that got lost. Everybody doesn't start at the beginning. Some people are more funded than others. Some people already have a network. But I don't want that to stop you from getting on your grind and getting it. Because if I didn't, y'all would not know my name. You wouldn't be on here. And these companies would never work with me. So let me talk about some things that I think is so important. Because as I wait on this breakfast, let me acknowledge everyone. Yasmin, the CEO, I'm waving at you. Head Turner Chicago, I'm waving at you. Randy, I'm waving at you. Dr. Dina Speaks, I'm waving at you, right? If I say anything that resonates, put it in the comments. But if you build it and they don't come, does that mean you'll never have a successful business? No, it does not. If you build it and they don't come, sometimes data is wrong. And sometimes we're looking at everybody else to validate when your creator has validated it. And his timing is perfect. Y'all, tomorrow in New Jersey, Verizon and World Cup are having their finals. Do you think I ever thought when I started working with Verizon years ago that I would be the one they tapped to host their very first pitch competition as a telecommunications sponsor with World Cup? Do you think I ever thought that they would say, hey, create, lead instructor, and host the events? The younger me would have thought I couldn't do it. The Precious at 47 knew I could. So there's a lot of growing in this journey, and I really want y'all to hear that. You may think that everybody's supposed to jump on things. I'm not oblivious to what's happening in the economy. I'm not oblivious that I have a diversified client portfolio for a reason. I didn't know that in the beginning. Sometimes the people you want to work with, it may not be the right time. Sometimes it may take more time, as if you're consistent or persistent. Sometimes the world has to catch up with, oh shoot, she's the right one. So as I enter the right rooms, remember, I didn't know the wrong rooms at first. I was in the wrong rooms pitching something that they couldn't fathom. The right rooms, they opened up the door and rolled out the red carpet. So instead of me having to be the female MacGyver business, that's not me anymore. But to bring it all back home, let me keep it a buck, a bean, 100. Years ago, I had such a big self-esteem issue that I could never foresee that companies would really want to work with me. So even the Killer Pitch Master hesitated. Even the Killer Pitch Master was shaky because there were rooms I didn't think I could be in. That's not my problem today. And so these years have taught me a very valuable lesson. Not just because haters gonna hate, because they're gonna hate. And that's their prerogative. Haters gonna hate, but that is not gonna stop me. What it did is when God hid me through my homeless journey, when he hid me while I was getting my life together, when he hid me, he knew that I was going to be speaking all over the world. He knew that I would get in the right rooms. But first, you got to remove me from the world. You got to get my mind right. Me and God had to have a fat mouth every night. And he told me my second chapter would be better than my first. And coming out of that, of course, if you're walking out of homelessness, you might, I can't do it. And I did it. And for the people who said it was impossible, I did it. But that's been my whole life. All the no's, all the people saying, or there are people right now, oh, all she already talks about is one company. That's not true. That's not true. But even if that's what you think, ask me, how did I get there? Because I can assure you they don't hire 47-year-old black women just cause, who don't have a Coke bottle shape. Black on both sides, no Brazilian butt lift, no six-pack abs. You got to be the best at what you do, period. The GOAT. So it's no question when I step up in the scene what time it is. And I'm confident, not arrogant. I'm confident in who I am. I can show up to y'all with no makeup on because I'm waiting for my breakfast. I'm going to go back to the hotel where I'm sitting in the war room with their team. And believe me, they hired me. And they chose me out of 5 different keynote speakers they could have chosen. Told me at the end of the month, and it did in 3 or 4 days. Pay attention to what I'm saying. In the beginning, you can build it, and they may come or they may not. Things will change in your business. Social media will have you thinking if they didn't book, buy, and all sorts of things in the beginning, you're a failure. No, you got to keep trying. I want to succeed like my next breath, and I want that for all of us. As small business owners, you want to succeed like your next breath. Is everything you're going to do be perfect? No, but can we look at the celebrities and influencers? Everything they've done is not perfect. So why would you think that everything you come out with is going to be perfect? And there are certain things that are beyond your control. The economy may can be beyond your control, but it might mean you need to be in different rooms. And so today on LinkedIn, I posted 5 events that I know can change your life. Go check it out. The companies that hire me, the organizations that hire me as a pitch trainer. This wasn't a begging process. Because I trained my network how to say my name in different spaces. So what I want to say to you is, as you come on social media and you talk about the hardships of entrepreneurship, we need those stories. I promise you, we need them. Because there are people who don't even want to start because they don't think they have the network. I didn't have the network. I didn't have all the things that everybody thought I should have had. But one thing I can tell you is I'm still the killer pitch master. I'm still a rainmaking speaker. I can show you how to make it rain and slay the game. I'm here in Nashville, Tennessee, about to get this breakfast on because tomorrow I'm about to light it up at my keynote. And I want to thank more than just great dancing, member rally. For the members that are coming, I'm going to tear that stage up. I'm going to go ham and cheese. I'm going to be with y'all. I'm not going to come in and dip. Oh, no. The right people in the right rooms in the right spaces. Shout out to Lee Hayes. She's a wonderful speaking booker. I mean, she's a wonderful partner to have. And she still gets me booked for certain events. I've already been working with more than just great dancing during the COVID. So think about that. They've already seen me online and I was turning it up. Here we are years later and now I'm keynoting. So I'm here in Nashville. I'm about to get that Nashville hot chicken biscuit. You know what it is. And I'm going to enjoy myself. That's why I fly in early so that I can appreciate and walk around and see things. But at the end of the day, your girl's from the hood of St. Louis, Missouri, all the way to New York City, back to Nashville, LA, all of that. Shark Tank, CNN, Wall Street Journal, billboards, 5-time #1 best-selling author, rainmaking speaker. This is what we do. Former attorney in the great state of New York who turned her law degree into something else. So I want y'all to see me in all versions of who I am. With or without makeup, fly or not. They're still hiring. They're still booking. But you have to create a true differentiator that makes you the only choice that matters. So I'll say it to y'all again. If you build it and they don't come, congratulations. A lot of us have done that. Welcome to the world of entrepreneurship and not social media entrepreneurship. And welcome, because one day you'll look up and you'll be in city after city, state after state, and country after country. It was amazing going to a World Cup game and sitting there with pride, because I have the type of clients that will put you in the room and know. So when I say to y'all, the only thing that matters, Jay-Z said this at an encore years ago. He said the only thing that matters is just a matter of years. Make them count. If you are the overnight success story, good for you. Most of us are not going to be at all. So Dr. Dina, I see you. This is why I love you. Schedule my session next week. I know I need you in my pitch life. Let's get it, queen. Lori, that's my queen, celebrity makeup artist. I love you. EMG713, I'm waving at you. Hey, Mike, I'm waving at you. What's up? Gloria, Lori, I love you, queen. I'm waving at you. God is good. And to Myra Caniello, I'm waving at you. So at the end of the day, y'all, I was trying not to keep y'all too long, but I just want to say this. You're worth everything. Up front, you front media news, I am waving at you. And this is me in Nashville, Tennessee. Tomorrow, Verizon and World Cup are having their first annual pitch competition finals. If you I hope y'all were in Hoboken cheering on the 4 finalists representing the best of the Midwest, the South, the West Coast, and the East Coast, because I trained them all. And I'm standing on business when I say you can be booked, busy, paid, and prosperous. And there are times in all of our businesses where you're going to be making coin, and some months you're like, hey, did they forget? They must have forgot. And the thing is to keep pressing through and getting around the right people who will encourage you and not discourage you. My first business was Curvy Girls Lingerie that ended in 2016. Perfect Pitches by Pressure started in 2013. And now we're the Perfect Pitch Group, servicing top Fortune 500 clientele, foundations, nonprofits. And I don't just teach in pitching, I teach on rainmaking. And that's why I've written 5 best-selling books when they said, oh, it's already over. I'm 47 years old. Welcome to the glow up. Hashtag the glow up is real. Hashtag 47. Hashtag pitch please. Hashtag rainmaking speaker. Let's go get this work. So if you're feeling discouraged right now, that's part of the game. That's part of it. Are you going to get up? Are you going to give up or show the F up? Are you going to give up or show the F up? Show up in the right room. Show up in the right spaces and let them know. Because time will catch up with you. And you're right on time all of a sudden. But you've been here all the time. You've been studying patterns, data. You've been feeling things. I didn't just get these clients just because they like 47-year-old black women. That is not what happened. I differentiated myself in the communication, speaking, training world as the killer pitch master. And then I went on to be able to teach in rainmaking and sales as a former as a former attorney who is a world-class master communicator, show you how to make it rain and what? Slay the game. Again, my name is Precious Williams, founder and CEO of the Perfect Pitch Group. I want to shout out to my queen Maribel, who is a luminary member who always drops these nuggets about posting. And I've been watching what small business owners are saying, and that's why I'm so proud to work with Verizon in their first annual small business super pitch competition. And y'all show love to all 4 of them, because lives will change tomorrow. Please believe. Pitch, please. And if this resonated with y'all, go ham and cheese in the comments. I'm gonna go in and get this breakfast and take myself back to the hotel. Love you all. It's your girl Precious Williams. Take care. Pitch, please.